2020. But I'm gonna tell you guys that I and Davido's issue started from way back like 2011. So the first time I ever heard about Davido or ever saw David was on Back When. I don't know if you guys know Back When, featuring Neto C. For me, like, I didn't like the record, but Neto was a big superstar at the time, and I was just like, why is Neto on this record? I didn't know who Davido was at the time anyways. But I'm just like, okay, he's a new artist. Maybe he's just trying to do one other thing, feature, a big artist. And then the next time I was going to hear of him was from my late friend, Mr. Alao, who was a lecturer in Redeemers University at the time. And that was 2011. And he played Dami Duro for me. When he played that record, Dami Duro didn't have a video at the time. I loved it. The energy was awesome. And Alao would play that song from Redeemers University in Ogun State to, there's one, is it Alagbole, or I don't know where it is, in Lagos, who would play it over and over again. I liked the record so much, to the extent that I said, you know what, I want to make a refix on this song. I can't remember if it was me that said that or Mr. Alao actually encouraged me to do that. So he was like, you know what, I'm going to get you David's number. You can call him so you can get the beats for Dami Duro. And I'm like, oh yeah, cool. And then he got me David's number in 2011, and I called David. I'm like, yo, I like your record, like, awesome. I would like to get the beat to do a refix for the song. And the next thing I will hear about ears is a dial tone, like, boom, boom, when somebody end call for your ear now. I look my phone, I'm like, oh, yo, this guy just ended the call on me. I'm like, okay, no problem. Maybe, I don't know, for any reason. But because of how much I like the song, I hit up Tony Ross. I'm like, Tony, yo, can you help me get some of the beats from, like when the song ends, then you just get the beat and make a full beat for it. And then we try to do that. And I still did a song on it, but I never dropped it, And that was my first encounter with David. That was in 2011. My second encounter with David would be in 2013 at Dollhouse. That was Adiola Odeko, also with an old club, 2013. So I was in the club with someone that I know, and then David came in the club with B-Red and Shino. And then all of a sudden, like, different girls were running and, going to his table. I'm like, okay, because those girls didn't come with them. I'm like, yo, is this how people do it? So they went on his table, like everybody was just vibing. He was standing on top of the chair. Everybody was vibing. And then, so the person that was with my friend actually was my PA at the time. He was like, yo, let's go say hello to David. I'm like, so remember my first encounter with him, yeah, and how it ended the call on me. And I was like, I don't know if I want to say hello to him. He was like, no, yo, let's just go. And then we went. When we went to his table, I was trying to get his attention and just say hi. And the next thing, David is shoving me, like, when someone is pushing you, like, he's trying to get me to dance with B-Red. That's bio. So I left, I'm like, I'm an artist. I'm not just some girl who wants to dance with you guys or whatever it is. And I left the table and I went, we went home. And that was it. That was my second encounter. So, like, right now, if you were to be me, you would have a certain perception about him. But still, I didn't really care. I liked his music, yeah. You don't have to be my friend. I can like you from afar. That's the kind of person that I am. So the third time I would have an encounter with him was, so my former boss, which is Jude, wanted me to put David on a remix of Don't Break My Heart. So it was like, I want you to put David on a remix of Don't Break My Heart and I want you to call him. I'm like, okay, cool. I'm going to get you his number to call him. I'm like, okay, cool. And then they got me his number and I called him. This was in 2014. Yes, this was in 2014 now. And then I called him. Was Lati. There's one guy that used to work with him. I don't know if the guy still works with him now. It was Lati that picked up. Was like, David is not here. Whatever. I'm like, okay, just let him know that I called when he's here. But then, like, in less than a minute, David called me back. He was like, yo, he was excited this time. He was like, yo, like, what's good? And I'm like, yo, I'm chilling. you know. And then he's like, I didn't even tell him that, look at the reason why I called you. You know, David can be very hyper. And then it was like, yo, we need to do a record. I want you to put me on a song like Taken. At the time, I had Taken, I had Don't Break My Heart, I had Lead Me On at the time. And I was like, okay, because Taken was a freestyle. I never planned to do a record like Taken. Tony just played the beat for me, and I just jumped on it, and you know, everybody liked it. And then I'm like, put you on the record like Taken. I'm like, okay, cool, because he was very specific, so I didn't want to not tell him I wanted you to be on Don't Break My Heart. So I'm like, okay, when I have a record like Taken, I'm gonna call you. And then immediately before he hung up the call, it was like, I want you to come to my dad's birthday party, and my dad is having his birthday, and I want you to come. I'm like, okay, cool, no problem. So when I ended the call, you know, I'm like, okay, party, you know, but I didn't go for the party. I'm not even going to lie, you know, and that was because of my experience, like my first experience with, you know, him. And I'm like, I don't think this, you know, I don't know if I really want to have a personal relationship with this person, you know, because, you know, we're all different people. We can make music together because this is business. It was my boss that told me to call you. So, you know, business is different from, you know, friendship. I don't know if it's that kind of person that, you know, whatever. So I didn't go for the party. So maybe that was the reason why David started to like not like me, which was weird, or which was cool because I was still his fan. Yo, I would play his music. I remember the time that guy, I can fight a full street because of Davido. A full street. Because then, yo, it was, a lot of people liked Wizkid a lot. In my house at the time, I pay everybody, like, we argue. Guys, this FC thing and Davido thing started, like, from way back. It's not just today, actually. So, like, we will fight. And, you know, it was interesting until, like, 2015. Yeah, so probably David had that in heart, like, you know, I invited you for a party and you didn't come or whatever. But, you know, so I got nominated for Next Rated in 2015. I was nominated for Next Rated with Lil Kesh, Keys Daniel, and Ricardo Banks. At the time, I didn't even know who Ricardo Banks was anyways. So, yeah, first thing first, I'm not in the class of Keys Daniel and Lil Kesh because I was in the class before. That would be Pato Ranking and Yemi Alade, you know. But I think because I didn't have a solid recording label at the time and I wasn't putting out music, I wasn't that consistent. So maybe that's the reason why they didn't nominate me. But I don't know. But I was nominated for, like, this was like a year late when it comes to my when it came to my nomination for the Next Rated. So I was nominated with these guys, and then we were excited. We were looking forward to the awards, and then David just came out from nowhere, and then he said, if Lil Kesh doesn't win the award, he should be disruptive. Like, that's my own explanation for it, that he should play Kanye. Like, I'm like, and then I'm like, so like that he said Lil Kesh is an MVP, is the MVP in the list, that if Lil Kesh doesn't win the award, then he should go Kanye on everybody. I'm like, bro, yo, everyone on this list is an MVP, yeah? Me, I'm an MVP. Keys Daniel is an MVP because I was rooting for myself, either me or Keys Daniel, because Keys Daniel was someone that I liked a lot at the time. And then, so the next thing he would do, like, I don't know if it was David that tweeted that stuff on his Twitter, because I really thought, I didn't see him to be that kind of a person, actually. Then he tweeted, it was like, I pray that you be bigger than me, blah, 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 this is that. And I'm like, okay, that was when I knew that, okay, I don't think me and this person were on the same frequency, because, you know, when I charted you, that wasn't my perspective. That wasn't even what I was, you know, thinking. But now you're taking it like far off, because I'm not even in the competition with you, bro. Like, really. So that one passed. Me, I know they put something for mine though, because even after then, I know B-Red was on my BBM, so I go to ask B-Red, say, man, how is David? Sometimes go tell me, say, David is in UK, David is here, David is there. Sometimes I know.
Hey, wait, don't play that video yet. Welcome to Dot TV. This is your home of all daily Nigerian trending entertainment news and gossip you need to see and watch. Yes, we keep you entertained 247. Yes, 247. So just subscribe and press the bell icon to be notified anytime we drop the latest video concerning your news and trending gist. So roll the video now. Roll it.
Sorry, I'm calling you this early. What is this I'm hearing? So I didn't watch this Grammy. I slept early. They said none of our Nigerian artists won anything. So the